Hello everybody, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm in the bathroom. It is a Sunday afternoon. I was supposed to be down for a Sunday afternoon nap, but I said that I am going on a length retention journey, and that is exactly what I'm doing. And I have committed to washing my hair weekly. So I'm 1 week post relaxer. I've had my hair in these two braids, right? And my scalp feels a bit itchy. I wanted to wash my hair yesterday, but I didn't. So I need to wash my hair weekly, which is exactly what we're going to do. So I'm going to do a hot oil treatment, and then I'm going to wash my hair with clarifying shampoo, and then we are going to go in with a moisturizing shampoo, and then I'm going to do a protein treatment, and we are going to do a leave-in conditioner, and I'm going to blow dry my hair. I think I'm going to be wearing my wig this week, so I just need to figure out how to, you know, slick my hair down, and it can't be in two ponytails because I wore this week. Maybe just put my hair back and do a single braid at the back that I can pin out. Okay, I think so. I oiled my scalp twice this week and did my moisturize and seal routine twice this week. I also over eagerly took a pair of hair shearers, and when I braided my hair they were like these pieces, and I just snipped them off. So I have no idea how that's going to look when my hair is loose, but those ends were frayed and I wanted to get them away. And that is my story. Okay, so yeah, I don't know, it is, what time is it? It is 1:45. I'm going to try and push this so at least by 3:30 I'm done with this, but it usually takes longer when I film, but a commitment is a commitment, right? Okay. My ends do feel a little bit like brittle, so a hot oil treatment, and then I think next week I'll do the flaxseed one because my ends are feeling a bit unloved. Thank you for all the comments on the relaxer day video. I enjoyed engaging on that. Some of you dropped some tips and stuff that you're doing that I'm going to be trying. Product recommendations as well, and that is what community is, honestly speaking. I love that for us. So if you enjoy the video, leave me a big thumbs up, and if you have any questions or any comments, please do leave that for me in the comments. I love engaging with you. So I got this oil applicator bottle, right? I'm testing these out, and then I have my nice little oil mixture in here that we're going to apply to my hair, but never ever, I don't apply oil to dry hair. I don't do that. So I have my Bella Armani hair mist. It's a blend of herbs and essential oils, and as well as natural juices that are good for the hydration and for the health of your hair. So I'm just gonna shake it. When it comes to relaxed hair, one of the most underrated and most powerful treatments you can add to your routine is a hot oil treatment. I like to use it as a pre-poo, which means a pre-shampoo treatment. It's simply warming up a nourishing oil like olive oil, coconut oil, avocado, or a blend of oils, and applying them directly to your hair and scalp. Now, I do not put oil on dry hair, I like to go in and dampen my hair before I put the oils on. The warmth allows the oil to penetrate deeper, leaving your hair softer, shinier, and more manageable. The benefits are endless. Hot oil treatments help replenish moisture stripped away by relaxers, reduce dryness and breakage, soothe the scalp, and improve elasticity. Over time, they can make your hair less prone to split ends and snapping. But here's the thing, there are some do's and don'ts of hot oil treatments. Do's: choose the lightweight natural oils that suit your hair's needs. Coconut oil for strength, jojoba oil for scalp health, olive oil for moisture. The list is endless. Just do your research on the benefits of the oils that you would be using. Do: warm the oil gently in hot water, not in the microwave. You don't want it too hot, just comfortably warm. What I like to do is boil water like I'm making a cup of tea, and then put my oil bottle in the mug. That's how I do it. Do apply the oil to damp hair so the oil locks in hydration and not dryness. Then cover with a shower cap and let it sit for about 20 to 30 minutes. If you have a hooded dryer or heat cap, use that to your advantage. On the flip side, the don'ts. Don't apply scorching hot oil directly to your scalp. You can cause burns and irritation. Don't go overboard. A little goes a long way. Well, we can see I struggle a little bit with that, but I will get the dosage right eventually. Too much oil can weigh down your relaxed hair, so don't skip shampoo after the hot oil treatment. You want to rinse thoroughly with a gentle shampoo or co-wash. Otherwise, product buildup can suffocate the strands. I do this every other week, alternating between flaxseed gel or some or other pre-shampoo, right? So yeah, hot oil treatments are definitely a must. You will see a change in the way your hair grows. It also softens new growth quite nicely, and I've seen a transformation in the thickness of my hair, and that's the tea on hot oil treatments. Oh, 20 minutes of my heat cap. Oh, this thing feels so good. If you're wondering where I got my heat cap, I bought it on Take-A-Lot. That's where I got it. We're gonna use the shower cap again, but with a different plastic bag because this one is all covered in oil. Okay, I got a clean bag right here for a deep conditioning treatment. But okay, there we go. Oh, babe, that feels so good. So good. Okay. So this is what the hair is looking like after hot oil treatment. We're gonna rinse this out, and I'm show you guys today's shampoos. Today's shampoos are this one, Also Clean by Aunt Jackie's. This is a deep moisturizing and detangling hair bath. It says it's for chronically dry hair, with shea butter and olive oil. This is the Design Essentials Almond Avocado one, so we'll go in this second. And then for deep conditioning treatment, I'm gonna add some of the oil mixture with this, which is hair mayonnaise. I'll probably just do like 3 scoops of this. It's regular hair mayonnaise. I'm doing a protein treatment because I just got a relaxer. I'm still waiting for my bond repair goodies to come in, so I can show you guys which brand I got. If you want to know which bond repair I'm gonna get, I will share with you when it arrives and the reasons why I went with that particular brand, you know.
When it comes to relaxed hair, the shampoo step is one of the most important parts of the wash day. It sets the foundation for everything else that follows. So today I'm starting with the Aunt Jackie's Squeaky Clean shampoo. This shampoo is a clarifier, which means it's designed to remove buildup from oils, products, and dirt on the scalp. Relaxed hair tends to be weighed down easily, so I like using a clarifying shampoo every few weeks to give my hair a fresh reset. It gets my scalp clean without leaving my strands stripped, which is very important because relaxed hair is very delicate. I always focus on this step on my scalp, letting the suds run down the length of my hair instead of applying shampoo directly to the length of my hair. After clarifying, I follow with a moisturizing shampoo to bring the balance and moisture back. For that, I use the Design Essentials Almond Avocado Moisturizing Shampoo. The almond avocado oils in this formula are great for adding slip and softness, and you guys know this is a firm favorite in my routine. This step is like feeding my hair after a cleanse. It makes my strands feel smooth and manageable, which is exactly what relaxed hair needs to prevent breakage. A little tip here: don't skip that moisturizing follow-up if you're clarifying. Clarifiers are amazing, but they can be drying if you leave your hair bare afterwards. If your hair is feeling particularly dry or brittle, then you can even double cleanse with just the moisturizing shampoo instead of clarifying. Altogether, this two-step routine gives me the best of both worlds: thoroughly clean hair and scalp, but moisture and softness restored, so my hair is ready for deep conditioning.
So I've just been told that we have to go somewhere at 3:30. Now I really have to amp it up and just apply the mask. I'm gonna do my deep conditioning treatment, I think for 15 minutes. 15-20 minutes should be enough for the heat cap. And as you can see, I'm just applying it, man. I'm not really sectioning it at the moment. But my scalp feels good. I do think I've got relaxer burns in one or two places. I felt the scabs, but I didn't scratch them. I just applied oil, so now when I wash them, they just washed out with whatever it is that washed out, you know, like the dirt. I just want to see for the first month of washing weekly if my hair is going to like shampooing every week, or if I must co-wash with a conditioner sometimes, because also it is summer and you guys know we have a pool and stuff, and I do want to enjoy myself. So I am thinking about that as well, because chlorine water does affect hair, especially chemically relaxed hair. So I must just plan my swims out to swim. Let's say if I take a plunge Saturday afternoon, and then that evening I can do my wash day just to wash the chlorine and chemicals out of the hair and stuff. But this is it. Okay. 10 minutes, only 10.
Oh, finally we're at the last step of my wash day. So I like to t-shirt dry my hair. That shirt is basically hanging by a thread, but as I call up, I'm gonna get new cotton t-shirts for drying my hair. I'm going in with the Design Essentials Almond Avocado leave-in conditioner. Using a leave-in is quite good. It's not something I used to do, but ever since I started incorporating it, I've seen a great difference in my hair. And then, because we're going to be using heat, I love heat. Blow drying my hair is a definite because I tried air drying and ended up getting a scalp fungal infection. So I will use heat. What I like to do is I will put my hair dryer on medium and I will just sort of, run my fingers through my hair to dry my roots. My roots are really thick and they take a long time to dry, so I will always dry my roots first, and then for the lengths I go in with a white tooth comb and I just run it through very nicely. My hair is already detangled. Very important, detangle your hair before attempting to run a comb through it. But you can see my hair is the body on my hair, and it looks kind of fluffy because fresh relaxer. I mean, I'm 1 week post relaxer anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. I think you guys have seen me do this 1,000,001 times, and I kind of like to keep it the same, right? White tooth combs are your best friend, I promise you. Do not use combs that are thin. I bet you can spot the grays. A girl is now 35 and the grays are coming in thick and fast, but I'm learning to accept them for what it is. I went ahead and used the Design Essentials Almond Avocado Daily Moisturizing Lotion as my moisturizer for today. Just applied it to the lengths of my hair, right? A little bit goes a long way because I didn't know how I was going to wear my hair. I didn't want to weigh it down with product. And then I sealed in all the goodness with this L'Oreal Absolute Repairing Oil. I love this. I bought it for my wigs and then I said I'm going to try it and it feels so good. My ends also love it. This is the finished product. Look at my hair, you guys. We have recovered those short lengths in the center of my hair. And we're looking good, man, after the trim. I'm looking forward to my weekly wash days, seeing the progress. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to leave me your comments and let me know if you'll be trying this routine on your natural or relaxed hair. I'll see you later. Bye for now.